We got an Anytone AT868, not new. I bought this used, but it's going to be close enough to new. I don't know how much use it ever got, but let me get it out of there. Looks just like an 878. Only way you're going to tell is a little budding color on the top. Let me pull it out. Okay, we got the charging base, which I don't need. It can charge in the 878 cup. The 878 isn't being used. I believe that's the battery pack. Let me get that out. Okay, that was the battery pack. Got that onto there. Let's take out the antenna, which is right there. Hand strap and the belt clip. I'll get that stuff on, and we'll be right back. There we go. Brand new out of the box. And what we are going to do is I'm going to update the firmware to 2.39. And the CPS is 1.39, I believe. So, anyways, I'm not going to show you that. You can watch other videos, my other videos, other people's videos on how to do the firmware update, but let me get that done and I'll be right back. So if you look here, the firmware currently was 2.35, version 1.1, which tells me, yes, it can be updated to the new 2.39. So let's get her done. Okay, we did the firmware update. In order to do the update, you got to do the push to talk, the orange button right there, when you turn it on, that puts it in the firmware update mode. Once that's done, then you can shut it off, reset it, push to talk, the PF1 right underneath of it, turning it on, that reinitializes it, sets your time zone. I'm here in Vermont, that's -5 GMT, date time. And you can power it down and plug the cable back in or leave the cable in, whatever you want to do. And now I'm writing the code plug to it with the contact list, all my talk groups, all my channels, all my scan list, all my zones. Since it's the first time it's being done, it's going to take a while. It's already been a few minutes and we're only at 23%. Okay, we're almost done uploading the whole channel, zone, scan list, contact list, worldwide DMR list, everything. You can see the display is black. I'm going to go into optional settings and I'm going to turn that on and see if the 868 with the new firmware is supposed to be able to do what the 878 can do with the black screen. But to see if I can put my picture in there, my boot up picture and my screensaver picture, and also set that timer for the backlighting a little bit longer than 1 or 2 seconds wherever it's set now. So if you look now, we have it updated to version, I think would focus. Anyways, version 2.39, hardware version 1.1. There you go. She's updated with the latest greatest. But it doesn't quite do what the 878 can do. Close, but no cigar. Okay, so if we look at the two displays, 878's on the left, 868 is on the right. 878 has the background image with my DMR IDs, NXDN numbers. The 868 has the two lines, top and bottom, where the 878 doesn't. So they're pretty well close. The keypads, everything is totally identical. Let's move the 878 off to the side. I want to show you something different. On the 868, if you go to zone, you push that. Let's go down to Pico. I'm going to select that zone. It says switch to Pico. Still says on the menu, where the 878 automatically goes to that zone. So what I need to do now is hit back 3 times, and it put it in the Pico at the bottom zone, since I was on the bottom VFO. And if we hit the button, There we go, it scans. Not very fast. The 878's a little bit faster, but let's get back to the menu. The menus are very similar. Not exact matches, but it's close enough. You know what they say about close enough in horseshoes and hand grenades. I have the 868 with my picture, and will it come up with my picture? Yes. Came up with my DMR and NXDN numbers. That goes directly to the back screen. So, too bad they wouldn't let you have a background image like the 878. I'll do a little scanning here. Listen to Vermont Fire EMS. On the 868, we get it to focus. A little bit slow. A little bit slower than the 878, but hey, I think it would work for what it is. Switch VFOs. Hit the scan button there. Scan the police. Don't know why it threw my Venture Overland group into there. If I go back in the code plug and look at that. Anyways, there you go. How much more I can show you. Let's go into the menu. You got the book, some scan settings. Everything's about the same. Just doesn't have all the features and options like the 878 does. So if you don't need all those options and features of the 878, get an 868. Okay, like the 878, the display is almost the same, except you get a line on top of the screen, line on the bottom. If you look there above the Killington VHF, it's a little thing that says A&A. AA1PR testing. See, it goes into transmit mode. Everything's pretty much the same for the screen, except the 878 doesn't have the lines. So if we go into the menu, you got the book, zone, scan settings, GPS, digital monitor. That's it. Let's look at the 878. 878 has Bluetooth, so it's going to have a couple more features. We got talk group, SMS, call log, zone, scan, roaming, settings, record, GPS, digital monitor, Bluetooth, APRS. That's because I'm in the digital group. Let me get back to 878 in the digital channel.
I'm glad you could make it by this evening. And the same with Jason, K1, LOL. Appreciate